Am I the a-hole for only wanting a relationship with my grandson and not his half-sister? This has been weighing on me for a while, and I never imagined I'd be one of those people posting here. But recent events have left me wondering if I really am the villain in this situation. I, 55F, lost my daughter Amy 2 years ago in a car accident. She was my only child, and I don't think I can ever fully explain what that kind of loss does to a person. Amy was everything to my husband and me. She was smart, fiercely loyal, and made us grandparents to the most wonderful boy, Kai, who is now 8. Amy was married to Daniel, 33M, and while he and I weren't always close, we tried to have a civil and respectful relationship, especially for Kai's sake. After Amy died, we did everything we could to keep a stable presence in Kai's life. We were there for every school event, every birthday, every holiday. We'd have him sleep over on weekends, take him on little trips, read him bedtime stories like Amy used to. It helped us all cope. For a while, it felt like we were healing slowly. About a year after Amy passed, Daniel introduced us to his new girlfriend, Hannah. She seemed fine, a bit reserved. We didn't judge Daniel for moving on. Grief is complicated, and we understand that everyone processes it differently. But I'd be lying if I said it wasn't hard to see someone else step into a maternal role in Kai's life. Fast forward to May of this year, Daniel and Hannah had a baby girl. Now, this is where things get complicated. We didn't go to the baby shower. It wasn't out of spite, it was just too painful. We were barely holding it together at the time. Seeing people celebrate the birth of another child when we're still grieving the one we lost, it just felt wrong. We didn't buy gifts. We didn't visit at the hospital. And yes, we were taking care of Kai during Hannah's labor, and he wasn't allowed in the hospital anyway, but Daniel expected us to take turns visiting the baby. He called the baby our new granddaughter. That caught me completely off guard. I don't say this to be cruel, but I don't see Hannah's daughter as my granddaughter. She is not Amy's child. I have nothing against the baby herself. She's just a child, innocent in all this, but I don't have an emotional connection to her. Amy was our only child. Kai is our only grandchild. That's just how we feel. Daniel confronted us shortly after the baby's birth. He was upset. He said, "Why should Kai be the only one to get grandparents? You should be happy to have even more grandchildren." My husband calmly told him that while we'd always be kind to his daughter, Kai was our grandchild. He was Amy's son, and Amy was our world. No one can replace her, and no child, not even Daniel's future kids, will be able to change that. That didn't go over well. Daniel threatened to cut us off from Kai, but then he looked into grandparents' visitation laws and realized we had a legal leg to stand on. Since then, it's felt like he's been forcing his partner and their daughter into our lives. Every time we ask to see Kai, it becomes a group visit. Kai, Hannah, the baby, sometimes even Hannah's parents. It's like we're being tested or watched, as if we'll suddenly warm up to the idea and embrace the baby as our own. But that's not happening. Last week, Kai told me quietly during a visit that he misses our sleepovers and one-on-one time. He misses being at our house, just us, just him. Before Amy died, we used to have movie nights and pancake breakfasts. It was our little tradition. I could see how much he wanted that again. So I reached out to Daniel and asked if we could plan a weekend sleepover with just Kai. He immediately asked why I wasn't offering to take his daughter too. I was honest. I told him, Kai is my grandson. I love him, and I want to maintain our bond. That doesn't mean I need to have the same relationship with your daughter. He got really quiet. Then he asked me outright, "So, you only want a relationship with Kai, and not my daughter?" I didn't dance around it. I told him yes. I told him I wasn't trying to be cruel, but this wasn't some interchangeable role for me. Kai is a part of Amy. His smile, his laugh, his little quirks, they all remind me of her. That connection matters. I can't force myself to feel the same way about someone else's child. Daniel erupted. He said it wasn't fair, that I was punishing his daughter for being born, that I was selfish and emotionally stunted. He ranted for a while. I sat there and listened because I felt like I owed him that much. Then he said something that really cut deep. "Fine, you win. Kai wants to be with you anyway, without the rest of us. So enjoy your little victory. But just remember this. One day my daughter, and any future kids, will grow up knowing they were never good enough for you. And I hope you can live with that." It hurt. A lot. And yet he brought Kai for the sleepover. Just Kai. We played board games, watched his favorite movie for the 100th time, made pancakes just like Amy used to. He was so happy. The next morning, he hugged me tighter than he has in months. Daniel came to pick him up and barely said a word to me. He's made it clear he thinks we're terrible people. that we're being cold, petty, even discriminatory. But we're not shutting his daughter out to be mean. We're just still grieving. And we're trying to hold on to the last piece of Amy that we have. So, am I the a hole?